Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Napoli career. Before we get into today's video, we were due to play a team called SPAL, as you can see here. However, long story short, I messed up. I've overwritten that file, which basically means that I don't have the game footage from that match. So you won't be seeing that game. However, at the end of this episode, you'll therefore see an extra game, which was the Manchester City game, which is obviously an exciting game to play in the Champions League. So we won that SPAL, or whatever you want to call them, game 3-0. It was a good victory. We didn't do anything particularly spectacular. We kind of just won the match, to be honest. But luckily, the rest of the episode is fine. So here it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Before we get into things, though, if we could try and get 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Before we get into this video, though, I do have some exciting news to bring you. As you can see, it's breaking news. I've teamed up with OneFootball to showcase their app and demonstrate to you guys exactly why you should go ahead and download this app. We'll quickly play the video now so you guys can see exactly what I'm on about. Welcome to OneFootball, the #1 app for all football fans. Once you download the app, you'll be asked to select a team. Once selected, OneFootball brings together all the latest news and insights into one place. As well as news, OneFootball provides an up-to-date season report including table positions, recent results and stats. You can also navigate to the squad menu and take a look at any individual players and their performances. OneFootball offers player information, reliable player stats brought to you by Opta, and you can scroll down to the page and literally look at any stats you want for any player anywhere around the world. It's so easy to use. But as well as stats, OneFootball is the best place for the latest football news, and it's constantly added to for a whole range of teams. You can also take a look at past and present matches from any league. Simply select the game, take a look at any player performances, team lineups, substitutions, and even everyone's favourite, the match stats. The link to download OneFootball is in the description. It's totally free and available on Android and iOS, so go check it out. But anyway, on with the rest of the video. Hopefully you guys go ahead and download that app. Obviously it looks fantastic. I really do highly recommend it. Hence why I've teamed up with them to be able to do this promotion. Okay, so now the next game gets final. This is who I'm going to go with. Obviously got the same goalkeeper in yet again. We're going to try and get him going up and overall, hopefully. His actually players are right back. Koulibaly, Albiol, Gulam in defence. Got Diawara, or Diawara, I think is how I pronounce his name. Jorginho and Hamšík in midfield. Also, Callahan, Mertens and Insigne as our front three as ever. Let's crack on with this game. We've got ourselves a tough match potentially at Feyenoord here. They are bottom of our group, so it should be a game that we, should win based off that. But we'll wait and see how we get on. Still could be a tough match, but let's find out how we get on. Got to get ourselves 3 points. Okay, then here we go for this game against Feyenoord. Let's see how we get on. Can we get ourselves a victory? Can we get ourselves another 3 points in the Champions League? Let's see. Callahan running forward to start off the game into Insigne. It's a strong start to the match. Insigne going to have to turn back, look for a cutback, and finds the goalkeeper, but good start. Mertens just about still has it. It's a surprising one from the defender, saved by the goalkeeper. No idea how plays suddenly continued like that. The defender messes up big time and nearly allows Mertens through to score, but so close. Good save by the keeper, keeps him in it. Callahan running forward. This is good. Callahan's still going. Maybe going to look across or shoot himself. He tried the shot himself and Mertens tried following up the header. Again, just beats into it. Insigne running forward. Now got a chance for a cutback here, surely. Insigne across to Callahan. Oh yes, deflects into the back of the net. It's a little bit lucky, but we'll certainly take it. 6 minutes left and Callahan scores. It's 1-0 and very good to see us finally take the lead. Of course, it does take a slight nick off the defender, but he threw his body in front of it and actually ended up finding the back of the net because of that. But with 6 minutes to go, the first half finally opened the scoring. Was worried that we were going to go to half-time at 0-0. That's not going to be the case now. Callahan puts us in front. Half-time still winning the game 1-0. Of course, trying to get ourselves more goals ideally. It's good to be in front, but yeah, we are still trying to push on if we can in the second half. Looking for an early goal to double our lead. Mertens over to Jorginho, opens up his body to shoot, and that's the second goal. And it is an early one as well. It's 4 minutes in. Jorginho does really well. Just opens up his body a little. It gives him an extra yard of space, allows him to take the shot, hits it so smoothly into the back of the net. And we have doubled our lead now with probably, I think, the first shot of the second half. So pretty impressive stuff from us. Good to see Jorginho getting on the score sheet yet again. Jorginho into Mertens. Oh, it's a third. You can't beat that. It's a fantastic finish. No stopping that, and about 60 minutes in, it's Mertens that adds the third to the scoreline. We're starting to really open them up now and starts to score some goals, which is good to see. Great passing. It's Jorginho that gets an assist this time round. Just lays it off to him. Again, not really closed down properly by the defence, allowing us to shoot from that sort of position, which you can't really afford to do because we are able to score from there. We've done it numerous times now this season. We are able to score from the edge of the box a lot, so you can just see completely just left there just to shoot. Nobody trying to defend whatsoever, and you're not going to stop it. It's right into the corners. That's 3-0 now. Diawara Over to Callahan, it has to be a goal, and it is. It's 4 with 10 minutes to go. Callahan does it, he seals the victory, and we might make some changes now that we've got that 4th goal. Probably should have made it a little bit earlier, to be honest, but I kind of lost track of time. And we will now make those final changes. Callahan scoring though, which is nice to see. Zielinski, Milik, and Unas to come on. We're going to take off Jorginho, Mertens, and Insigne. Give those guys a rest. Obviously, there's a game in, I think, 4 days' time, so got to also think about that. I think we might be simming that match against Cagliari, though, and then playing the game against Roma, I think, afterwards. So we'll wait and see, anyway, what we end up doing, depending on the fitness of the players. But yeah, good to see you getting a 4th goal there, and we will now make all 3 changes with 10 minutes to go. Well played. Milik still has it now. Over to Unas. He should be through here. Unas to get a finish, and it's 5-0. There we go. Milik and Unas combining. The 2 substitutes eventually combining to get themselves the 5th goal of the game in the 90th minute. That is game over, and that will be the last goal of the game, I think, as well. So great to finish the match like that. Milik getting involved again. It looks good. Milik off the bench, definitely a good option for us. Very surprised by him, which is good to see. He's good in the air, actually, to be fair to him. So that's what I've been most impressed by. Pillerson's had a little bit of a chance recently, not that much. But Milik certainly does look one of our better players, actually, off the bench. That's a 5-0 crushing there in the Champions League against Feyenoord. Very happy to get ourselves 3 points, which, of course, I believe that makes it 6 out of 6. I'm pretty sure we won the last Champions League game. So you can see 10 shots, 9 on target. Took most of our chances there. You can see 5 goals from those 9 on target. So a really good success rate there with the goals. Shakhtar drew to Man City. Wow, okay, that's good news for us. Really good news. That means that Man City have dropped some points there. We've also got a transfer offer in here for Giacchini from Real Betis. It's £8.2 million. It's how much the bid is for. It's a little bit more than the previous 2 that we've had. I said before, I'm not in any rush to get rid of him. To be fair, I think he got on the bench or maybe even played in the last couple of games. So I think, again, going to reject it. I think we'll leave it until January. We're not going to try and do things too soon. What we will do is just kind of leave it for now and maybe sell it when January comes. A game against Cagliari now. It's going to be simmed before the international break. I basically just chucked in all our best overall players. So Pepe Reina starts amongst other guys, as you can see in the team there. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points going into the international break. It's a game that should win, definitely. Hopefully no assist. Hopefully no injuries as well. Insigne scored just 1 minute in. That's a fantastic start to the game. But yeah, we need to focus on not getting any injuries. That's obviously a big issue, which we've got to try and avoid if we can. Approaching half-time, still remains 1-0 into the second half. Let's skip. Game finishes 2-1, and most importantly, no injuries. So great news. Hamsik there got us the winner. I think Townsend scored. I'm assuming that's maybe Andros Townsend? I don't know, maybe I'm assuming that wrong. Some player drills as well for us to do. Hopefully going to see some progress this week. Diawara is one of our better players in this team. He's really impressive in game. Wins back the ball so well. Good amount of pace. He's strong. He's really good. Very impressed by him. He's definitely one of our starting players, I think, now. Unas went up, I think, this week, which is good to see as well. He's making some progress and obviously came off the bench in the last game and scored. Another bid in, this time from Sassuolo. No interest again. Italy want me to be their national team manager. It's an interesting one. Not obviously going to do it. Never do the international stuff, but just nice to see that offer come in. On to the final game of today's episode against Roma in the league. Now we've finished the international break. This is the team I'm going to go with. A very strong side. Kepa starts in goal. Again, he's Serge Koulibaly, Albiol and Guerrero as our defenders. Diawara, Jorginho, Hamsik again in midfield, and the usual front 3 as well. You can also see that Kepa now has gone up to 82 overall, the same as Pepe Reina. So those guys are now equal. So it's great to see him go up to such a good overall already. He's not been here very long, but 2 overalls so far is very good. Let's crack on with the final game of today's episode. I think Roma were 4th in the league table, so not too far behind, but we're obviously, we've currently won every single game, so hopefully that can continue in this match. It's going to be a tough match though. Let's see how it gets on. I think there might be some sort of rivalry between these 2 teams. I'm not 100% sure, but I certainly think there could be, especially with them both being 2 big sides, obviously, in the Italian division. So we'll wait and see. Hopefully get ourselves a good victory here. Let's find out how we get on. We've got a good team, so I'm expecting a very tough game. Quite a physical side, so we might lose out in that sense. Good chance. Oh, good save. Corner here, Hamsik to deliver into the front post. Koulibaly connects off the bar. That's the best chance of the game so far. The goalkeeper doesn't, not able to do anything. Couldn't react quickly enough, and we nearly found the back of the net. So close. Still remains 0-0 though. Quite a cagey game so far. Mertens. Over to Hamsik. Takes a touch and shoots. Saved again by the keeper. Starting to put Roma under more pressure now, which is good to see. Around the 30-minute mark. We hadn't really had that many shots up until now. Last couple of minutes though, we've had a few good chances. Mertens back heel into Hamsik. He's running through, has to be a goal. Another save and followed up, but couldn't be put into the back of the net. Couldn't quite take the shot quickly enough, unfortunately. Going out for a corner, Insigne going to play some shorts. It's going to be Mertens to look for a good delivery. Into the back post, nearly connected with, and Koulibaly tried. Diawara out to Callahan. Callahan now looks to flick it into Hamsik. Still has it. Callahan onto Diawara inside. Still trying to get the ball. Half time, 0-0. You can really tell the difference between a team like Feyenoord, we obviously beat 5-0, and a team like Roma. They are a good quality side, Roma. They press the ball really well, make sure that you don't really have many opportunities to go forward and get blocks in and things like that. So they do a good job of all that, Roma, and it's making things tough for us going forward, which is good to see. It's a good test for us. It has been fairly balanced. We probably just edged it in terms of clear-cut chances. You can see they've actually had 0 shots, Roma, which I'm a bit surprised about, but they have certainly gone forward at times and looked a bit of a threat. I'm pretty sure they've had a shot, though. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, certainly will be an interesting second half to see who takes the lead, if anybody. Let's wait and find out what happens. I'm hoping we can get ourselves an early goal, but it depends whether we're able to break them down. Oof, no, that's not supposed to happen. Jesus Christ, that was very, very close. I think it was Dzeko that was going for it then against our keeper. You don't want to be challenging Dzeko in the air. Mertens over to Callahan, that's good. Callahan looking for the support of handshake. He's going to take a touch and shoot. Gave it a go, thought he was going to get blocked, but instead it's saved. Now for a corner. Great chance. Oh, off the post. Good opportunity for Roma, probably their best opportunity of the game, I'd say. They've certainly had a shot now anyway, as well, with 30 minutes left of the game. Getting closer. It seems like this game might go into maybe the final 10-15 minutes for a goal. Callahan, oh, it's a direct run. He's got past Fazio. Callahan, this could be cruel. Well, it's a goal. We've taken the lead. With about 20 minutes left of the game, we had to go across the box. There's our best chance of scoring. It's a very cruel one, but Callahan gets away from Fazio, who just can't keep up with his lack of pace, and then plays it across to Mertens. I was just about to make the changes as well, but might make slightly different changes now I've taken the lead, but had to be done. It's the only way. I really felt like we were going to definitely score, so we're winning the game 1-0. Hopefully we can go on to win this match now with 20 minutes left. Had to be done. That's why Diawara is so good. He picks up those sort of yellow cards later on in the game where you have to break up the play like that. It's a clever yellow card to get. Very happy about that. He breaks the play so well. He's got the pace and the power and the strength to be able to do that sort of thing so effectively. Just look at this for a challenge. Now that's a good challenge. I don't care what the referee says. Okay, so similar sort of substitutions that you've seen before. Zielinski, Unas and Milik again going to come on. We're going to take off Hamšík, Mertens and Insigne. Give those guys a rest, but also kind of change the style of play now for the final 13 minutes. A little bit more long ball to Milik, who's good in the air, good strong player, so we'll go with that. Unas Lukaku to try and drive the team forward, I suppose, with his pace. El Shaarawy now coming on for Roma, so it's going to be an interesting one for us. A very interesting end to the game, definitely. I think Roma could be throwing a lot of players forward. It's whether we're able to capitalise on that. That's it, a 1-0 victory against Roma. Probably our first big test, to be honest, I think, so far in this career mode. I think the first sort of bigger team that we've played, at least that I can remember anyway. Might be forgetting a team, but certainly one of the tougher teams that we'll come up against in this season. That's why we only won the game 1-0. Obviously a tough match, both teams really trying to push and score a goal. Roma didn't have that many chances, but they came forward a lot of the time, looked a threat, passed it well at times, made things very difficult for ourselves, and that caused a bit of frustration, but overall deserved based on the fact we had shots on target and they didn't. But yeah, certainly was quite an even game for most of that match. So it's the final game of today's episode, and this is who I'm going to go with for the game against Manchester City. Next episode we've got a game against Inter Milan. It's about 3 or 4 days later in the league, so obviously we've got to try and balance out the teams a little bit, but to be honest, I've kind of just gone all out with this team, so I've not really balanced it particularly well. You see the side I've gone with there. We've got obviously our younger goalkeeper there as well, playing. Got Hisaj, Koulibaly, Maksimovic, I think. Marco Rui also playing, Diawara. We've got Jorginho, Hamšík in midfield, Callahan, Mertens and Insigne also playing as well. So quite a strong team to play Man City. We're obviously both on 4 points, joint top at the moment in terms of points. So we've got to come out of this game with a victory here. So we'll see how we get on. Final game of today's episode. Hopefully going to get ourselves a victory. But yeah, tough Manchester City team. And obviously we've seen what happened in real life. Hopefully though we can go against that and get ourselves a victory here. Okay, then here we go for this match. It's going to be a little bit strange for me. Obviously we have a Manchester City career as well. So there probably will be points during this game where I think that I'm actually playing with Man City. I'll have to remind myself that I'm actually with Napoli for this game. Hopefully though it won't affect the match. Hopefully we can still get ourselves 3 points. Man City obviously have a great side, so I'll be curious to see how we get on against them. Really testing ourselves against the best here, but we're in really good form, so hopefully get ourselves a good victory. Great chance, Callahan's won it back, shoots and hits the post. Such a good opportunity for us there. I think it's Mendy that loses the ball, really sort of sloppy there from the defender. We won it back through Callahan, but we couldn't quite take the chance to finish. Looking for a ball through here. It's a great chance for Mertens, a little bit overhit, but so what happens when company comes out of position like that, comes rushing out. Did leave a huge gap, he couldn't quite exploit it. Jorginho over to Callahan. Great chance. Callahan looked to shoot and saved by Edison. Punched away. Probably one of our better chances of the game so far. And unfortunately, again, couldn't quite score. We're certainly turning up the heat here on Man City. They have had bits of quality, but so far we've just defended properly and we've managed to basically stop all our chances. Chance for David Silva coming forward. Over to Bernardo Silva now, who's going to come back inside. Midfielder playing it around quite well here. Actually, the first proper time they've gotten the ball. De Bruyne, I thought it was going to be a shot, but it was a pass back to David Silva. The pass it round us. And probably would have scored if we'd let them continue like that. Hamsik going to shoot. Oh, deflects, but it's in the back of the net. And we take the lead with 4 minutes left of the first half. Hamsik scores. Think it might come off Company. We'll have to have a look back at the replay. But it's Hamsik, our captain, who gets the goal. Just releases a shot from the edge of the box. It's the only real way we're going to be able to break them down, I thought. You can just see here, just finds a little bit of space. And I think it does hit the chest of Company, who directs it into the top right-hand corner. Might only be a slight deflection, but is it enough by the looks of it? It could well be. I'm pretty sure it takes it away from Edison there. So it's 1-0. Little bit of luck. We'll certainly take it. It's what you need when you play against the big teams. So we've certainly managed to get that. And hopefully we can go to half-time winning the game now. Half-time still in the game 1-0. Obviously great to be in front at half-time. There's still a long way to go though in the second half. Man City, I imagine, will start to set things up a little bit. They've struggled to settle into the game. Struggled to get past our defence a little bit. I think we're just simply too strong for them in midfield in particular. So that's breaking up a lot of their plays, which is obviously good to see. But we'll wait and see. I expect Man City to probably push a lot more players forward in the second half, especially later on. But for now, we're going to keep our team exactly the same and hopefully just try and exploit their weaknesses, which is probably their centre-backs coming out position. Seen it a lot. Otamendi and Company very quick to come off their sort of back four and try and win back the ball. Oh, great chance. Insigne, got to be onside. What is that for a shot? How has he dragged it so far wide? Should be 2-0, 5 or 6 minutes into the second half. Great opportunity. I know it's on his left foot, but the passing is brilliant. He's so close to goal. How do you drag it like that? Callahan, through to Mertens, that's a good pass. Mertens now going to look back to Callahan. Oh, good save by Edison. Company smashes it away. Again, we're really testing them, putting them under a lot of pressure. Maybe going to get a second goal at this rate. Certainly looks like it. Ilkay Gundogan's going to come on for Man City. Fernandinho coming off. Man City yet to have a shot in this game. I can't believe that. They've yet to have a shot in the match. Maybe we need to look at the difficulty at some point. It's just really strange. For some matches, it'll work. The difficulty in other games, it's just not right for it at all. Maybe we need to look at changing it slightly, making things a little bit more tricky for us, because Man City not having a shot is not particularly realistic. Chance for De Bruyne to shoot, and that's the first shot of the game, 65 minutes in. Good bit of play, actually. Good spell of passing from Man City. Couldn't quite capitalise on it, though. Oh, side netting. David Silva, Man City pushing for an equaliser now. About 20 minutes left of the game. That's the second shot of the match now. They're certainly looking to try and cause some issues. We might make some changes here. All three changes, again, very similar changes to what you usually see, to be honest. Unas, Milik and Zielinski all coming on. We're going to take off Jorginho, Insigne and Mertens and essentially go with a bit more height, try and get some cross into the box. Zielinski trying to, again, add some more pace and, you know, similar sort of strength into the midfield as well. So we'll see how that goes. Basically just fresh legs, to be honest. So we'll see how he gets on with that. We can also play a little bit longer now to Milik, who should win most things, although he is up against Company and Otamendi usually. Man City certainly getting hold of the ball much more than they were before, so I think we're going to be very much holding on to this 1-0 lead come the end of this game. Can we try and do it? Maybe hit them on the break for a second, that would be great. Milik now waiting for some support. Hamsik going to try and unleash a shot from range. Oh, wasn't far away as well. Much further away than the first one, but Edison saves this time. Hamsik looking for a good delivery. Milik's in there. Oof, goes for a very interesting sort of scissor kick. Tried to do it sort of on the turn a little bit as well. And nearly got a good connection with it, but was blocked as ever. Milik now going to try and look for his own cross in the middle to Callahan, who nearly won it. Sterling now has a chance. It's not a good enough strike. That should be it, surely. Keeper's going to try and keep hold of it. We very much had to try and keep hold of our lead as well, to be honest. We played it long here to Unas, and that should be it, surely. Yes, there we go. It's 3 points. We get ourselves 3 points here against Manchester City. Only a goal in the game, but to be honest, it was always going to be a really tough match. Man City not having loads of shots, but still put us under a lot of pressure at times. Good passing at times as well. They just couldn't get the shot right, basically. They weren't clinical enough. So, very happy about that. We probably deserved to win based on the amount of shots we had and the chance that we created as well, but it was always going to be a narrow victory if we did win. So, very happy about that. Gets us the 3 points and obviously takes us to top of our group. I should also mention before we end today's episode that we did receive some some email back about the Gittadini deal, which has actually been retracted now. I don't think we ended up responding to that, so I'm pretty sure it's like £8 million or something. We'll just leave it until January now. We got Tonalivi saying I'm a leave boss. I was worried that you were going to replace me. Well, you might be in replacement. You've not played in a long time, but he's certainly going to be part of the squad. No intentions of getting rid of him or anything like that. On to the game against Inter Milan. That'll be next episode. They're obviously second in the league, 4 points behind, so really the only team at the moment that are properly challenging us. And still, you know, the 4 points behind, so there's a decent gap between us and them. If they were to win, though, of course, they'd close that gap significantly. We've got a bid in here for Gulam from Man United. It's really a pointless bid, no interest in selling him whatsoever, so we're just going to reject it. It's also a very small bid as well, exactly the same amounts that we've received previously, and all of which have not been good enough. But looking forward to the game against Inter Milan next episode. Should be quite a challenging match. We'll have to wait to see how we get on. Luckily, most of our players actually recovered pretty well, which is a little bit surprising, but that's good to see as well. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies about the strange little start to today's episode. Hopefully, I won't end up overwriting any more footage next episode. Obviously, that's never going to be the plan, but thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, then I'd really appreciate you going to hit that subscribe button as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Obviously, over 15,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much for that. Trying to push on to the next target now as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.